Yes, welcome back to Bikes of Rye. Oh, and it's an exciting morning. The S1000R is out of hibernation, and you know what, I'm just trying to remember how to ride the thing. Just been and got some air, and now the bike instantly feels so much better to ride, and I'm just admiring the sound of it at the moment. And I'm thinking, do I want to put it into sports mode already? And then I'm thinking, how do I even do that? I can't remember. I think it's this button, isn't it? Mode. That's it. Dynamic Pro. Of course, Dynamic and Dynamic Pro on this bad boy, not the sport mode. Oh yeah, baby.
So annoyingly, my helmet cam failed at this point for no obvious reason. But that's just the joys of creating content. Sometimes things don't go as planned. But fear not, all is not lost. I'm here to provide a quick voiceover before we dive into the title of this video. First things first, I have to say I'm really enjoying riding my 2022 S1000R again after such a long time. This bike is an absolute joy to ride. The power delivery is smooth and effortless, and the handling is incredibly precise. There's just something about the way it gets from point A to point B so rapidly, all while doing it safely, that I just can't get enough of. And speaking of things I can't get enough of, I want to give a big shout out to all of my subscribers. Your contributions lately in the comment section and all of your support means so much to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm also really enjoying creating YouTube content lately. It's been so rewarding to share all things bikes with you all, and I have a lot of exciting stuff still to come. One thing I'm particularly hooked on at the moment is the Honda Blackbird project, which I will link on the screen for you now. I can't wait to see how it turns out, as well as prove to myself and all of you that you don't have to be a mechanic with loads of money to create something pretty damn special. Anyhow, enough waffling, let's get into the title of this. Alright, yes, the title is correct. I did get caught speeding. Now, this is not a video to boast about it. I'm not proud. The reason why I want to make this video is because, well, I want to share my experiences. I want you to know what possibly might happen to you if you got caught speeding, especially to the extent that I got caught speeding. Or you might be in a situation right now where you've been caught and you don't know what potentially will be the outcome. So let me first share with you my story, okay, and what happened, and give you some context to what eventually was the outcome. So as some of you subscribers may know, that yes, I had a Street 77765 RS. I got it brand new in 2020, and what an incredible bike that was. But I got it brand new in March of 2020, and as we all know, we went into what was a lockdown. A mate of mine, he had a Ducati Panigale V4S who also picked his brand new bike up in March, so we couldn't ride these bikes. We did something very silly though. He rang me up one day and he said, "Oh mate, let's just sneak out on them. Let's just go out quickly. Let's go on a quick 1 hour blast or whatever." And I said, "Oh, I don't know mate, I don't know if it's a good idea." Anyway, pulled my arm, couldn't resist. You know, I was itching to get out on this brand new bike, and so I went and done it. When we went out on the bikes, the roads were completely dead. There were nothing in our way, not a soul in sight. And this was when people really took the first lockdown very seriously, and we went over to roads that we're not very familiar with, and of course we got a little bit carried away. It was a week later, the mate of mine with the Ducati, he rang me up and he said, "Mate, you wouldn't believe it, I've been caught speeding and I'm wondering if you've been caught too." And I said, "No, oh God," and I'm starting to stress. I'm thinking, oh, I've been caught speeding as well. An hour went by, letter come through the post, I read the letter and my heart sank, because the offence was 93 mile an hour in a 60 mile an hour zone. Obviously I started stressing. I thought, oh my God, this is terrible. What am I going to say? What am I going to do? I got straight on the phone to a solicitor. They gave me a bit of peace of mind, really. They sort of calmed me down a little. Now, a year passed. It took a year for me to go to court. I went to court, sat in front of a judge. My solicitor was there, sort of trying to defend me. There was like a mitigation is what they call it, basically trying to not justify why I did it, I guess, but kind of put, you know, sort of suggest why I might have been doing that speed in the first place. My solicitor pushed pushed for a ban. The reason why I wanted a ban was because, well, I kind of thought it was still we were still in and out of lockdown at the time. I thought, well, I'm in lockdown anyway, so I'll take a ban, sit at home anyway, and then when I get my license back, I won't have no points on it. However, that wasn't the outcome. The judge they didn't seem that was a punishment, or really because of the fact that we was in a lockdown at the time. So instead, they gave me 6 points and a £600 fine, which wasn't the best. You might ask why, you know, why was it only 6 points and £600? Well, maybe that was because I had a solicitor. Maybe I could have got more points if I didn't have a solicitor. I'm not entirely sure. In hindsight, I kind of question why I needed a solicitor, because really they didn't do an awful lot to me, I think anyway. Kind of what they said to the judge is probably what I would have shared anyway. Anyhow, came out of that court hearing, and I sort of felt all right about it, and my world didn't end as I thought it might have potentially done so. I rang up my insurance company, said, look, you know what's happened, I've got 6 points now, and I was staggered. I was so surprised that my insurance didn't go up. Nothing happened to the premiums. It doesn't affect any of my bikes or car. And so here we are, 3 years later, the points now will vanish off my license. Though they stay on the license visibly for another year, officially I don't have any points. So I'm now back to 0 points. But it's not an excuse to go out and get caught again. That's not what it's all about. Especially now that I'm out on this S1000R, which is an absolute weapon. So yeah, hope you enjoy this one. I hope that kind of gives you an interesting insight into what potentially might happen if you got caught speeding. And as I say, you might be in this situation too. So I'm going to end this one here. I hope you enjoyed this one. It's been a cracking day getting out on this S1000R of mine again. It's just such a piece of kit. I absolutely love it. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know any of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and I hope to see you on another one very soon. Thanks for watching. See you later.